Jai Shri Krishna friends. Today we will discuss about the significators of planets Jupiter. Uh, all matters relating to knowledge, noble qualities, progeny, especially son, ministers who give advice to the kings, or these days secretaries who give advice to the chief minister or prime minister, are seen from Jupiter. Good behavior of a person and imparting knowledge or teaching is the work of the Jupiter. Magnanimity is also seen from Jupiter. Knowledge of Shastras and Smritis is another quality of Jupiter. It's progress in every direction, devotion towards God and Brahmins, and sacrifices, penance is a special trait of the Jupiter who loves to do penances. That's why he's worshipped by the Devas, celestial gods. Uh, all religious faiths, treasury where money is stored, or control over senses is seen from Jupiter. Honor, kindness and happiness of husband is also seen from Jupiter. For wife, Jupiter represents the husband, uh, and for husband, Jupiter represent the uh, Jupiter represents Jupiter has body with yellow hue. His eyes and hairs are brown. His chest is firm and elevated. Has huge body. Phalgum is predominant in his body. Is very intelligent. Uh, or of a conch. He is always after wealth. So wealth is a karka of the wealth. So money and wealth is seen from the Jupiter. He has jurisdiction over treasury, people trees, and places inhabited by priests and Brahmins. Its direction is northeastern direction. Its representatives are astrologer, a minister, a Brahmin, a preceptor, a sannyasi, an important personage, and birds, a pigeon, a horse, animal, a swan, and season is second half of the winter, which is called Hemanta. Its duration is for 1 month. Its caste is Brahmin, and its trait is Sattvic. Among the five senses, it represents ear, which has the capacity to hear. So ear problems are seen from the Jupiter when it was malefic or or in the influence of some malefic planets. Its ruling deity is Brahma, and the grain is Bengal gram. Stone is yellow sapphire. Metal is gold. Its color is yellow. It tastes sweet, and it represents fruit-bearing trees. It is facing towards north. In body part, it represents knees. Charity, dharma is seen from Jupiter. Brain, wisdom is another quality of the Jupiter. There is difference between intelligence and wisdom. Intelligence is seen from Mercury, but the wisdom, which is the deep knowledge, is represented by the Jupiter. Its grandsons. It represents old age, old persons. All windy diseases are seen from the Jupiter. It's lord of the body fat. Indra and all celestials obey his commands. His wisdom is extraordinarily profound. He gives advices to the celestial gods. And there's a story that Jupiter is the son of Angiras. Let me explain briefly all these things. Jupiter has a big bellied body. So those people who have prominent Jupiter, they have a big belly or oozing out tummy with a broad prominent chest and a voice like a lion's. His body hairs and eyes are of tawny hue that shines like pure gold. Predominantly Kaf Ayurvedic dosh is constituent and is fond of sweets. He wears yellow clothes and yellow flowers. The Brahmana Jupiter knows the Vedas and is expert in all form of knowledge. He possesses all virtue and is modest, forgiving and happy. His minds and senses are disciplined and his intellectual subtle. Attached to rituals, he followed the path of righteousness. His metal is gold and his gem topaz. His lord of the body's fat, of the northeast, of Tuesday. Jupiter is known as lord of worship and the guru. He is called teacher of the immortals, the souls, the advisor, the lord of speech, the golden, the creator, the irresistible. He who wears yellow, the young, worthy of worship throughout the world, the compassionate, creator of polity, because he gave advices to the ministers, remover of oppression, and the peaceable. Jupiter's father was Angiras, who was the son of Brahma. There's a story. Brahma once grew passionate at the sight of some apsaras and lost his seed. He put that semen into fire, and from that fire, Marichi Rishi, Bhrigu Rishi, and Angiras Rishi and other rishis were born. And Angira was so called because he was born out of live coals. Angira. It was the curse of this Angira that caused the birth of the mighty Hanuman. Eight sons, including Jupiter, were born to Angira by his wife Shraddha. So Shraddha was the mother of Jupiter. Story: once Venus, the guru of the Asuras, went to Himalayas to ritual worship Lord Shiva for 1,000 years, so as to obtain some methods to destroy the Devas. While Venus was busy with his penance, Indra sent his daughter Jayanti to obtain this method by deceit. She stayed with Venus for many years, and she by deceiving Venus, she obtained this method of uh, destroying the Devas. And when Venus was out for the Himalayas, Jupiter decided to make best use of these opportunities. Disguising himself as Venus, he went to the Asuras, who gave him a loving, sincere welcome after his supposed long penance. Jupiter settled in there, and during the 10 years that he taught the Asuras, he succeeded in removing hatred and factionalism from them. At the end of these 10 years, when Venus returned to Asuras, the real Venus was dismayed at, at the ingratitude shown by the Asuras, started worshipping the Jupiter in the form of a Venus. But later, when they came to know that Jupiter was in some other form, so they left him, and Jupiter returns back to the Devas. One day, when he went to meet Indra's court, and but Indra did not give him proper respect, so he left him. So, so the so the person who are left by their gurus are also seen by the Jupiters. So these are the main traits of the Jupiter. So we have discussed that it's the karka of the fats or fat belly. And if you like the video, please subscribe my channel and don't forget to press the bell icon so that you will receive the latest notification of the videos.